안녕하세요. Seattle Insomnia입니다. What's up, Insomnias? What's up, YouTube? Yes, it is once again Dreamcatcher Full Album Friday. Today we have got Alone in the City, and I'm adding in the What Dance Practice Studio version. So it's going to be another long video. Buckle up. Also, pay attention. Just a quick PSA. Check my community tab. I've got posts that I post in there of some things that I'm looking for some feedback on. One, for requests for the 50 sub reward. Two, about potentially starting a Patreon for lives and things like that. Give it a read. I'm not going to go through the full breakdown. I did that yesterday in K Rock Thursday. Added a whole nother 10 minutes on that. So you can go back and listen to that if you want that breakdown. Plugging more of my videos. But I want to say thank you. Like, from the time that I hit 50 to where I'm at now, like, huge, immense growth. And I appreciate all of you so very, very much. Moo RBW family, like, yeah. Dreamcatcher Company, DCC, and RBW, probably two of my favorite companies, just from everything that they're producing and things like that. So, thank you all for the wonderful comments, for all the well wishes. I am healing. My knee is still kind of My ear is doing pretty good. I hope so, because I know I said I'm going to do a breakdown of all my favorite albums after we get through them all, but Alone in the City is probably my second favorite album. Even though it's a mini, all the songs are no skip, including the intro, which is a little softer intro, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty cool. Um, but everything else, no skip, no skip, no skip. So I actually found a live version. I hope it doesn't get blocked. If it does, I might do kind of a screen block type thing, put it over there, try to minimalize blocking as much as possible, because it actually looks, from what little snippet just to test to see what it looked like, it was. I didn't listen to anything. I had the volume all the way down. I had to go back and readjust all my volume. It looks really cool. I don't know if it's a fan cam or if it looks like it's from, it could be a show. So I'm hoping it doesn't get blocked, because I really want to see Trap live. And then I've got the special clips for Wonderland and for July 7th. So I'm gonna get my headphones on, flip it into dual mode, and we are gonna get the party started. Catch you on the flip side. All right, headphones are on, full screen. Again, intro, no closed captions. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. That, I love the drone in this. It's very creepy. The tension that it's building. Staying face, because power chords, baby. I wish I could play guitar. I could air guitar. So not a very long intro like some of the others, where it kind of breaks down and goes through a little bit of different genres, some funky bass, things like that. I mean, it's kind of straight to the point, builds that tension, builds that hype, makes it a really, really good intro in my opinion. All right. For the title track, we have What? What is ranked number 4 in my top 5 title tracks? It's just the choreography in this one is really, really good. All right, bam. Let's get full screen it. I'll talk about it as we go. 3, 2, 1. What MV? Drop Thunder. Hondong's neon orange hair. Geo kind of going with the orange too. Oh, right there. Oh, the domino rolls in the line, going counter formation. That and their outfits in this are amazing. And Yoo-hyun's voice. Yoo-hyun's hair color, and this is probably one of my favorites. That silver and black is just a combo that I love. I love the urban feel, almost like a hotel, like one of those motels. I love the alto with Hondong's voice in this one. Darling Sweet. Dion always coming through them power vocals. Book. The storytelling of trying to find Yoo-hyun, you looking and just out of reach, just can't get to her. That city skyline. That impact. At first I was kind of like, on that impact, but I actually really like it. Yes. I've heard some reactors are like, the chorus is just what, but it's the way, the passion, the power, the drive behind it, the energy that's put into it, that it doesn't make it redundant. Sometimes when it's a very basic saying word multiple times, and they didn't do it in Power of Three, they actually did it, they repeat what 4 times. Kind of going against that Power of Three, which makes it a little more interesting in my opinion as well. That choreography though, and the scene, making it look like it's outside urban at night, in like almost like a parking lot, and then different motels. If you ever stayed in an inner city motel, that one layer, drive in, you see all of the parking spots and things like that at night, you would recognize that's exactly the feel that it gave. The transition going from the house to this makes it feel like they've traveled in time. Time is escalating forward. It's now the modern era. Jiu is still looking for Yuhyun, Handong, Xian, all of them. Everyone else still seems to be trapped in their own little nightmare. But she is focused on Yuhyun at this point and trying to find her. And the storyline, I mean, it's amazing. It's captivating. It's like, what's going to happen next? They throw a tribute to tell you that it's still part of the storyline with the book. And I like that. Just that little throwback to the older version of it, and that it's still progressing through time. All right. And then Xian's power vocals. Dami's rap in this one is really good too. But Xian's definitely, her vocals got showcased in this one a lot. I really like that. But we're going to get now into the dance practice because I love those roll-offs, the formations in a line. Line work is really, really fun. And I think the one downside was the camera angle. That's my only real critique, was the camera angle used. And since this is a fixed version with the studio, you'll really get to see what I'm talking about, I hope. Because I don't know if I've seen this one. I've always just watched the video. All right, dance practice. 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. The formations, the line work, that roll off, the domino effect. I love it. And then they go counter each other. The playing with, it's like Jiu is directing them. Dynamics with one unit going down, another unit staying up, and then Daihan flailing off. Handong pulls off for her member spotlight. The timing, the synchronicity. Again. Look at that step over. The popping. You can see who's the good popper and who's just moving. I'm not going to reiterate that again. I talked about that a lot. Footwork. When 4 of the 6 dancers are in heels, timing again. Again, they're playing with dynamics, levels. Man, Yuhyun's technique. Xian's got really good lines in this one. She's center as well. Dami probably did her own choreo for this. The domino effect, but not like in a line. They did it row by row by row. And the timing on that was impeccable. I'm gonna back that up. Watch the timing. One, on the down, on each downbeat. Again. Boom, boom, boom. That timing. If I roll off. Up, boom, up, boom. Yujian again with those lines and angles. The shoulder rollers. The pops. Hip, twist, turn. I love this group. Oh, don't start again, even though I want to see it again. One of the best dancing groups in K-pop, hands down. Fight me, bro. Seriously, the technique, the form, the timing, how in sync they are. There's a lot of good groups that dance really well. They are not on par with as many people, 7 members. For the timing, they have to know their choreo down, their timing down. They are so in sync. And then add their own personal flair, because they each do. Yuhyun, technique on the money every time. Sua, technique, but brings a little bit of power, a little bit of edge. Dami gets her rap vibe into it and just adds her own personal flair. And I'm pretty sure when it's her member Shine, she has done, at least in a lot of her other more recent, like Vision, Maison, and Boca. Pretty sure with Scream and Odd Eye as well in her member Shines. Odd Eye, there wasn't too much because she was sitting down the subway and then kind of standing in front. She had a little bit in the second rap verse of hers, but Odd Eye a little less in the choreo during her member Shine. But she comes up with her own choreography for her parts normally, especially if you watch the behind the scenes with Vision. The dance director talks about Dami has almost always taken care of her own choreography, so she adds her own flair. Jiu really had some really hard hits and pops, but she was also very elegant and expressive with her facial expressions. Guyan, facial expressions out the wazoo with her smiles, her eyes. Xian the same way. Xian, when she's center and member spotlight, crisp, clean, on time. Handong is another one that is always really, really good, especially when she's breaking, when she broke away to the side for her member spotlight. Timing was still there. She knew her assignment. She executed perfectly. So one of the best dancing girl groups in K-pop for 7 members plus, because it is so hard to get everyone to get that timing down. And Dreamcatcher does it flawlessly every time. All right. That was my rant on them dancing. Next, we have Wonderland special clip. This is another one of where they there's a lot of EDM, but kind of chill EDM vibe that is really good. I listen to this song quite a bit. It's ranked up there pretty high in the middle of the pack for my B-sides. Like I have a whole string of my trap EDM that goes in line, that's not trap or sleepwalking. Wonderland, in the Frozen, no one and there was no one left. Diamond, Silent Night. So yeah, Wonderland. 3, 2, 1. Drop Thunder. I'll keep talking. The lo-fi start. Bass. Add the effects. I love the vocal effects added to this. With that bass. You really need headphones to hear that low bass. I love the transitions. And we finally get Sua with some melodic rapping. They're all black. The fits I love. It definitely appeals to my goth. The hip rolls. I love this hand choreography. Gotta run. The timing, the intricacy. I love that song. So good. Such a bop. So much fun. I don't know where the space is, but they use this room in a lot of, I think we see it again in July 7th. We saw it in Trust Me. Really great space. They use it quite a bit in their special clips. So I don't know if it's like a place they utilize often, if it's owned by Happyface and Dreamcatcher Company and they just use it regularly, or if it's a studio space like front office and they turn it into a studio. I'm not sure, but it's a great space. I love the vibe that it gives, a very intimate, kind of down to earth, like we're looking at somebody's living room or seating space, and I like the vibe that it gives. The transitions that they utilize in there for like Handong Sua Ju, where they go from a standing position to a sitting position somewhere else in the room, I really enjoyed that. And vocals, the production, Lees and Olander are brilliant producers, geniuses in coming up with different vibes and sounds to show the diversity that Dreamcatcher has. I loved it. Next, we're going into my number one B-side in Trap. And this is a live version. I hope it doesn't get blocked, but if you see that the screen over here is kind of opaque and maybe has like Seattle Insomnia or something in it, very translucent, opacity really low. I apologize. I want you all to be able to see it, but I might have to do a little bit of covering. All right. So we have Dreamcatcher Trap live in 3, 2, 1. I have never seen this, so I'm super excited. Drop thunder. Let's go. This might be in a show, actually. Oh. Oh. I like the playing with the mic stands. I'm not gonna lie, Sua in a bow tie, white button-down blouse and black pants, like these fits. And Dami's hair, I love Dami's hair like that, to be honest. I love her voice. I keep hitting my mic. Sorry. I gotta move. I love this song. Oh, those rolling. Yeah. Are you ready for it? Ah, Shion. Go you. I thought that was Yuhan, that's Sua. Oh. Wow. So I learned something. I thought that was Yuhan at the end doing that, because even when we did the lyric video, it just kind of cut. It didn't show who was doing it. So that, hearing Sua kind of get some of those ad-libs at the end is actually really cool, because I do really love Sua's voice. I love her rapping, her rap voice, and then her dancing. Like, I have a bias line. Everyone else always wrecks me when I see something that just like jaw-dropping. And that was actually a really amazing live performance. not intensive choreography like what, but not minimal choreography like Wonderland. It was a good in between, and I can see that their live stage are all kind of lined up. That's probably one of the ones that they do to give them a breather before going into another hard number. So I enjoyed it. There was some really good hits, really good body rolls, a lot of fun with the hip and the pops that they do, some isolations. So choreography in that was actually really, really good. And I'm glad I found that. All right. Last but definitely not least, we have another really good one that this is definitely in my chill vibe. I love the bass in this. It's got a great reggae feel. Just a very, very fun video. And this is July 7th. And 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Lyrics translated by Seven Dreamers.
오늘 밤에 눈 감으면 못 보게 될지도 몰라 은하수 넘어 저 먼 곳에 난 돌아가야겠지.
She looks so young here. Oh. I was talking, I forgot. Handong's slide. Backing it up. Her slide in this slays me.
가야겠지. And I missed you so much. 나를 바라보는 너의 눈빛이 점점 아프게 느껴져. 점점 슬프게 느껴져. 저 하늘 위에 맺힌 수많은 별을 마치 한 통의 편지. 모두 다 사라져 가고 있어. 그러니 어서 날 안아줘. I feel so far away. 우리 시간이 갈수록 우리 이렇게 빨리 헤어져야 하는 걸까. 참 쉽진 않겠지만 꼭 약속해 I will let you go. 또다시 오늘이 오면 네 곁에 있어줘. Say 멀리 멀리 멀어져 가는 나의
This is what I'm talking about with
생각만 해도
Gahyun's facial expressions, her storytelling through her eyes and just her
저
face.
하늘 위에 맺힌 수많은 별을 마치 한 통의 편지. 모든 빛을 잃어 가고 있어. 그러니 어서 날 안아줘. I feel so far
They all have really good facial expression.
시간이 갈수록 우리 이렇게 빨리 헤어져야 하는 걸까. 참 쉽진 않겠지만 꼭 약속해 I will let you go. 또다시 오늘이 오면 내 곁에 있어줘. Stay 너와 함께 할수록 난 더 불안해져. 약속해 돌아온다고. 수많은 별을 헤면 비가 되어 눈가에 흐르네.
Keep hitting my mic.
이
Can't sit still.
I feel so far away. 우리 시간이 갈수록 우리 멀어져 가는 널 바라보고만 있어. 참 쉽진 않겠지만 꼭 약속해 I will let you go. 또다시 오늘이 오면 내 곁에 있어줘. Stay
Well, that's it's a bop, and that's why this is my second favorite album, because there are no skip song. Well, there's never a skip song, but like I listen to all these songs on the regular, literally on the regular, on my commute to work, on my commute home from work, when I am able to like because of the stitches, I don't have my earbuds. I wear a helmet, but I've got a pair of Bose sunglasses that have speakers, and then I have it so it allows me to be ambient aware. I've got that a Dreamcatcher on for that. And then as soon as I get more Mamamoo, it'll be Dreamcatcher on the way to work, Mamamoo on the way home, and then variety that up with, some Purple Kiss, Pixie, One Us, Rolling Quartz, a lot of those I listen when I'm at home and blast them on my big speaker. But yes, this album, again, my second favorite, even though it's a mini EP. Actually, my two favorites are both mini EPs. Rate of Dreams, number one, Alone in the City, number two. And then I'm still kind of torn between, for my number three, if it's um, Tree of Language or why am I forgetting Boca's album name? It's like torn between both of those for my number three because like that's another one where like all the songs through are so good, and with it being a full album as opposed to a mini album, I think I'm leaning more towards Tree of Language for that one because you've got Sahara, um, Red Sun, Scream, intro, outro, and I know I'm forgetting a half a dozen more that's in it because it was their first full album, and it's really good. When I get to it, I'm probably gonna break that one up into a two-parter. But anyway, it's for the future. But it's to come. It's coming. We'll get there because the next one is Into Nightmare, and I'm on that one. I am going to be including Breaking Out um, at the very end of that one because it really, in my opinion, ends the Nightmare series, even though it's a Japanese release. I like the ending and how that comes together, the storytelling in that. To me, that's the true ending. And I would also argue that some of the other, like Rose Blue, even though it's got its own storyline, could easily fit into the Nightmare series, along with Deja Vu as well. Um, because Curse of the Spider was released in Raider Dreams. So it's like it really could play into it. I mean, if you want to get technical, I would even throw Because in there as well. But hey, look at that. I am under an hour, so maybe, just maybe, I should quit talking and give y'all a break on my hour-long videos. So, we're going to get the headphones off, we're going to flip, and I'm going to talk for like maybe 3 more minutes. So, catch you on the flip side. All right, so we did Alone in the City. We did intro, what? Wonderland, Trap, July 7th. And then we had the dance practice of what in there. And I'm still under 40 minutes. It is a miracle. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing a double feature though. You're gonna have two Dreamcatcher Friday. One's gonna be the full album we just did, but I'm gonna go back and do the dance practices to Nightmare. Oh, why am I? So Nightmare. Why am I spacing it for Good Night? The second album and prequel and Escape the Era. Those four, and I'm gonna do the dance practices to the title tracks for those four, and I'm gonna upload that as well. So you're gonna get a double feature Friday. So that way I get to talk more and gush over Yuhyun. But I love it. You guys love it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So again, thank you very much to everyone that's been. There's so many people that it's like getting really, really hard to like remember who all is saying what and requesting what. I've got the list. I try to write the names down next to it, but then I don't want to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So thank you very, very much. I love you all. Thank you for all the support, the well wishes, and everything. All my new supporters, welcome. Buckle up. I talk a lot. We're going to have fun exploring a lot of good music and going over and hopefully people that have not for some reason heard of Dreamcatcher No Hate. It took me just a couple months ago, January, that I found them. So welcome aboard if you are new insomnia, if you are diehard from the beginning insomnia, welcome. You know, Dreamcatcher is half of my alt groups. Mamamoo is my other, and if you, I'm sure most of the people that's on here have heard of Mamamoo, and if not, check out my Mamamoo stuff. If you haven't heard of Purple Kiss or Pixie or Billy or Craxy or I think I Card Won Us 50/50. Even if I'm not a big fan of the music, like they're talented, but maybe you guys will. And that's kind of the other exposure that I like giving is maybe I'm trying something out for the first time that somebody else hasn't heard. And it gives them exposure. So because they might like their sound, and then that'll make them want to dig deeper and start listening to them. Like I have no hate for any of the groups. There's just some sounds I like, some that I don't, but I'm gonna at least give, you know, a group if it's requested a chance, maybe a second chance if I listen to the wrong song, because I like to see the origins. I like going back and checking out debuts, where they came from, where they started, and then going forward. If at all possible. Sometimes I might say, okay, let's see where they're at and or if there's a new drop or something like that, and then check out something new. But anyway, see, I can go on a tangent. That was 3 minutes of me kind of saying thank you and tangenting about what we do. But yeah, so dance practice is going to come next. Check that out. Mama Monday. I've already recorded it. I watched it and recorded. Yeah. Mama is another one. I can't get enough. So I'm like, hey, I've got 30 minutes. I got an hour. I'm going to record this and I'll just put it in the bank and I can just upload it whenever and get some more exposure. But then it still doesn't satisfy because I want more. The bane of being a reactor and finding a group that they really, really, really want to stand and really want to watch all their stuff all at once. All right. But yes, Momo Monday, New Music Monday. And then after that is My Choice Tuesday. I'm going to try it for it to not be Purple Kiss because that's what was the last one, even with the Pixie added in. I'm going to try to get back and maybe check out an Espa, Billy, and probably more XG, to be honest. Because we did the moves, and now I think I'm going to do tape 1, tape 2, and get the rap line in there. More Kokona, more German, more Harvey, more Maya. So yes, I think. Oh, and Pink Fantasy, because I want to see that Alice in Wonderland. There's a lot of stuff. So Espa, I want to see Savage. Pink Fantasy, we're gonna go on with that, and probably XG. That's probably gonna be my choice Tuesday. All right. Cool. At least kind of give a breakdown. And again, go check out my community tab. I want your input. I want your requests. Help me. Tell me what you want for your reward, even if you're a new sub. I don't care. You got me to 50. Once I get to 100, which last I checked I'm at 80, 20 more subs, I'm going to check my streaming capability. I'm going to stream for an hour. So y'all going to need to bring your A game on your requests too, because you'll be dropping them in the chat. And when I see them, I'm going to just randomly go through and find a request and on the spot drop it and request, react to it live. If my streaming capability is good, I might do a test live just to say hi, how we doing? But give me 20 more subscribers, we hit the 100 mark, we'll do a live, 1 hour live. And it's gonna have to be on a Tuesday or Wednesday, Seattle Pacific Standard Time. So let me know, but I can do it because those are my 2 days off. So I can, if most of my viewers are in Korea, I'll do it then. If I get a split, maybe I'll do 2 1-hour lives. One so that I can get my South Korean viewers, because y'all are a good percentage of my viewership. So I want to be able to do that and get you in so that you can join. And then the rest are splattered kind of throughout Europe and the United States and South America. So we're on a closer, not Europe, you're still about a half a day away, but my US peeps, you're within a 3-hour time difference. So hopefully we can find a time, and I'll probably throw that up in a community post because 20 comes by really quickly, because the 30 I just got in a matter of a week. Give me another week and I'll be at 120 or maybe even more. So get thinking, get commenting, let me know what in the community tab, what you want, throw those up. And if somebody already requested it, give them a thumbs up, like it, because that's a doubling down on the chance of getting that song requested. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm really, really hyper. It's late, I'm off work, and I just listened to some amazing Dreamcatcher. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you all again. I really appreciate you. So until the next video in probably like 15-20 minutes, or depending upon where you're at, next 30 seconds. Peace.
날 흔들어줘 답을 찾아줘 이 영역 속에